Welcome, guys. This is Milk Cookies and Games. Welcome to episode 3 of the Men of War series. Um, so today's tutorial will be objectives and squads and setting up, your squads. So let's start. So I've set up this little scenario here. So it's a nice evening, and we got German camp of some sort. So the main objective here would be to kill the officer. And the other main objective will be to keep your engineer alive, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to show you two primary objectives and one secondary. So obviously, secondary objective will be to destroy the German supply trucks. Okay. Okay. So let's start the naming convention. Excuse me. Let's start with the officer. So when I do the naming for objectives, I usually just go obj_01, and then I'll just go officer. So Ger officer. And that's pretty good, to be honest. That's it. And then we'll go name the engineer. It's very important we name the engineer, I guess. I don't know. So if you press U, you have a bunch of options here. We're going to go click on inventory just to make sure it's the right one. So yep, he's got the satchel charge. Control T for tags, and we're going to go obj_02 underscore USA underscore engineer. There we go. And then we're going to name the German supply truck. So for secondary objectives, I just go sec underscore obj underscore 01 underscore ger underscore trucks. That's that. Long tags, but it's all about the naming. That way you know what it is. But yeah, at the end of the day, you don't have to copy my naming, the naming conventions I do. You can just leave it the way it is. You can just put officer or whatever tickles your fancy. Anyway, so I'm going to set up the that's patrols. That's for another tutorial, which would be next one. So I can just leave that. But when I go to service, and you want to go to pointer. Now we want the pointer here to be glued to the officer. So every time the officer moves, the pointer moves with him. So we're just going to put that there, and we're going to give it a point tag. I'm just going to copy and paste this one, and then paste it, and then just going to go underscore pointer, so we know it's for the pointer. And then I'm just going to grab that as well, copy and paste that. Then you're going to go F9, and you go into tasks. Add, I'm just going to call it obj01. It is a primary. The state you want hidden because the objective, you want the objective hidden, and then we'll script it to show. Otherwise, you can only have completed or fail. So I'm just going to click objective. Got one here from before. I've tried this multiple times. I did really well last time, but the audio, it's stuffed up with Audacity, so I have to redo it now. So unfortunately, I just want to make sure that's all correct. Yep, that is. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to do the scripting to make the pointer stay on the officer. So I guess you can do pointer underscore setup. Oops. Yep, that's right. There, and then one. And all we're going to need, right, is you go to other and a placement. Okay. So the pointer tag gets put into there, and the officer tag. There we go. 0 underscore officer. Copy and paste that, and then copy and paste that into the target. And then one more thing is you're going to need a trigger. Okay, so just select the pointer. Now the trigger is what will update the commands. It will constantly update it. So if you don't have that, then the commands are only going to launch once, and then that's it. But then the trigger will just keep repeating the command. So if we jump in game, and it's just disappeared. Here we go. Mistakes happen, boys. and girls. I just want to know why that didn't work. Pointer, point, okay. Oh, I know why. I know why, don't worry, I know. Because we put it in the pointer in the objectives. So, what the mistake I've done here is when you open up your mission objectives, which is O, or you can click that one here, it will show your objectives. And then on the left-hand side, you'll have binoculars, a picture of an icon. Now, once you click on the icon, the pointer will then appear for a couple of seconds. So that's how that works. So yeah, I just remembered that. Now we're going to do the engineer, because we want the engineer to stay alive. You can't die, otherwise the mission fails. Okay. You could just grab this guy to loot his body, but for the purpose of showing you this for the tutorial, it's pretty handy to know how to do this. Okay, so obj underscore 2. I should have just copy and pasted it, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. And then I want to actually copy that, because I'm going to go here, add another task, obj underscore 2. Again, it's a primary, it's hidden, the pointer, obj2, there we go. And then we're just going to do the placement for that. American signed. And there you go. And then we're just going to click on the USA engineer. Okay, there we go. Then that's pretty much set up now. Now what we can do is actually start scripting the objectives. So let's get rid of that and just put objectives, and then here, and obj underscore 01, and then alt C underscore comp, which means completed, obviously. And then obviously you need one for fail, for, if your men all die, then game over, isn't it? Because you're not, unless you can, unless you got a reinforcements menu, which will be in another tutorial, but you can then buy more soldiers, then you don't really need that. I guess the only way you could do it if you have literally no money. You script if player have no money, then all the player units are dead, then mission fail. But other than that, but to get money, then you're going to have to set up the capture zones, or every time you complete an objective, you get money, I guess. But what I usually do, every time you complete an objective, I usually give the player reinforcements. I don't really like doing the reinforcements menu. I like to keep it realistic. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the reinforcements menu, but yeah. Anyway. Alright. So we're going to add a delay, because we don't want the task showing up as soon as we click start, or even the mission from the main menu in the game. So I think a delay of maybe 1.5 or even just 1 is enough. And then you want to go into scene, go down to bottom, task. We want to show objective 1. And then we go back into scene and we're going to add a sound, because why not? Task new. It's going to make a little cool sound. And then we're going to do complete, so entities. It'll be not dead equals 0. And it's going to be the officer's tag. And then same thing here, just repeat it. The only thing, there's only one thing you're changing, and that's the task. Instead of show, you want completed, and on J1. And then a sound, obviously, sound instead of new, you want fulfilled. Okay, and then fail, we're going to do this. So you want that equals 0. You want not dead. And I forgot to give one more tag. So what we want to do, this is a really important tag. I can't believe I forgot it. is you want to call your player's units player, just a general tag player. When it comes to things like this, you'll use player a lot, so player. So any player units with the tag player are dead, then mission failed, objective failed, and all that. That's what you need. Just a general tag, doesn't have to be player, just a general tag that you can use. A delay again of 1.5, so just it's a tedious thing here, but you know, yep, that's correct. And then another sound, and then obviously failed. So let's go ahead and test that real quick. There we go, killed the German officer. And you can see when we move away, there's a little red arrow that points it into the right direction and it goes away. And if there it is, and then we'll let it disappear. Actually, I'll show you. So if we move him, I don't know, over there, and then we click back to 1 and go, oh, there it is. And there's the pointer. See how it's updating when he's moving? So there you go. You'll never lose him. You can have it static, where he doesn't follow, and you can be like, well, this is his last known location. You know, explore and find him. But for the purpose of this video, you know, I just want to show you how you do that because I found it quite difficult to figure that out, and I'd like to thank DJ Satan for that, for the help. Anyway, and I guess I'll show you if we kill him. I'm not going to send the guys in. I've tried this many times, and yeah, it takes a bit of time. You'd have to do a bit of sneaking around. So let's just kill him. And there you go. Beautiful. Now, I did forget to do something in the objectives here. Now, I guess if all your men die, you'd want another delay in here. Maybe 2 seconds. You want to go to other, fade, and you want to set that up to 8. So it's a nice slow fade. It's up to you guys what you'd like. And then you just go to scene, game over, result, lose. That one. Yeah, so then what happens when they all die, they'll fade in, and just delete that so I can show you guys that. Completely forgot about that. And it'll come up with a message saying game over, you know, get them next time or something, I don't know. So yeah. Okay, so let's do the engineer task. So just go Alt-C, just go 2. Now that everything's done, you can just go like that. Best thing, Alt-C, mate. Best. And 2. Okay. So go here. All we have to do now is just change that to objective 2 and change delay to about 2.5. That way, otherwise the task will assign pretty much straight up. We don't want that. Now, comp entities. Okay, so the way this will be completed would be by a set of an event. I can't speak today. So an event. And there's no ID, but we're going to right click add. And we're just going to go obj_o2 underscore USA engineer underscore alive. That's the event. So we're going to stick that in there. And that's fine all there. And then the only way this will succeed is if the secondary objective is complete, or you could do it once the officer is dead, or you could have it another task, which is your extraction. So I don't know, meet over these trees here for extraction. Once you reach here, if the engineer is alive, obviously, then it will complete the task as well, if that makes any sense. So you can have it complete here if you really want to, but logically you probably want an extraction zone, and when he reaches the zone, then he will succeed. I can show that actually. I might. It's just not that hard. It's just using these. But yeah, I'll explain that a little bit later. And then fail is obviously not player. You want the engineer, and then that's all fine. Actually, no, it's not. That needs to be changed there, and I'm pretty sure that needs to be changed as well. Whew, almost stuffed up there. Okay, so if we jump in here, first one, bang, combat engineer must stay alive. There you go. So there he is there. We move. Okay, that's not sticking to him. That's okay. It's a bit of a bug there. Ah, I know why. 'Cause I didn't add a trigger. So that's what happens when you don't add a trigger. It just stays there. It'll work the first time, and then it won't work again. So the trigger you need definitely. So there you go. It's good that well, not good that you make mistakes, but it's good that if I do make mistakes, you guys can see the solution. You know how to resolve it. But if I just accidentally kill him, it's gonna fail, and the fade is on the wrong way. But there you go. Better luck next time. And then you'd click continue and retry the mission or whatever. So we just got to fix that fade up. Oops, fail. The fade should be turned on. Turned on. Okay. And we're just going to add a trigger to that placement. With the triggers, when you go name, you want to select the correct one. So obviously this is for the American side for pointer, and we select that one and it works. Otherwise you're going to be triggering some other trigger, some other commands, so you don't want that. To make sure that you put that correctly. And now we just go to the secondary objective. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's grab a pointer for it. And now this is just a static because the trucks aren't moving. That'd be a different story if they were moving. We'll also show you some advanced ways of doing this. So you can actually have a text up here that has a count of the vehicles. So, 3 trucks, and there'll be a text on top of the screen saying 3 trucks need to be destroyed. And then every time one's destroyed, it gets updated. But that'll be in a different video. This is just basic. So I'll give this a tag. So I'm just going to copy this one. Now, guys, this is only the first series while I'm doing this. Only the first series, which is just me teaching you things in the editor. But then the second one I'd love to do would be a full-on mission making. So from start to scratch, from start to finish. So you'll see me make a full-on entire mission. That way you'll see all the scripting and everything, and how you put it together, and then how do you put the files from the outside of the game, like the localization files and all that, into the mission, so it all works. Oops, that's actually it for that. You don't tick primary, and that's how you make it secondary, and then that one. Truck underscore. So yeah, I would love to do that in the second series, just me making massive missions, small missions, medium-sized missions, and all that. So you guys get to see, full-on scripting and whatnot. All right, so just save. Always save. Let's do add, and we're going to do another subfolder as objectives. I'm just going to put secondary underscore objectives. Then go obj underscore 01. There it is. Then alt C underscore comp, and then alt C fail. So we're gonna have another delay here. What was the other one? 2.5 seconds. Let's just put it for 4. Oh, let's just put it 3.5. Whatever. We're going to need task. There we go, and then a sound, which is gone. What's that new? And yep, and then comp. So we're going to go entities. So this gets a little bit tricky. So we were using this before. Now because it's a vehicle, vehicles have bones and different body parts, obviously. So you have the body, you have the wheels. They're all separate components. That's a better word, components. So we have to go from source, go to advanced, and you want to right click on that, on selector, and go group. And then in select, you want to go to tag and give it the tag. Then include, you want to go body part components, broken components, and type in body. You want this to be equals, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it's 3 equals to 3 because there's 3 of them. And then a delay, 1.5, a task saying complete, a sound, task, whoops, that one. And then if it fails, basically it's a repeat of that. So basically the engineer 0 not dead, you know, you just repeat this. Basically the engineer, or you could do the player, but it doesn't really matter. If the engineer dies, regardless, it's going to fail. So there we go, fail. And then delay, I think I did 4 seconds. Fade on 8, and then the game over. And that's it for objectives. The next one is squads. So as you can see, these are all users. Now, squads only work when you're in user mode. So when you go to controlled, instead of AI, you click user, and obviously that's the actual real person using the soldiers or the whatever. And basically what the difference is, AI mode is basically AI, right? They have infinite ammo, fuel, whatever, grenades, whatever. User, they are limited, so they can run out of bullets, they can run out of fuel, shells for the tanks, all that. So it's realistic, and that's what you want if to have in your missions. Anyway, so you want to highlight the player. You can have multiple squads, by the way. So I think max in a squad's 10 in Assault Squad 2. So well, we only got 6 guys here, hence the 2 jeeps. So you're going to select them. You want to go to Squads tab, Add, and just call it I don't know, Player Squad, and then it adds the mids for them. Now the mids for your unit is just like a number, which is here, mid 58. You can use that for scripting as well, for like waypoints and all that. So you just grab the unit mid. But tags, I prefer. I don't really use the mids. There's sometimes you use the mids for different scripting because you need to. But other than that, I don't. Also, you can change the textures on units if you didn't know that. If you go down here, you can change the texture. So you saw the helmets change a bit. Yeah, the helmets change again. I'll show you actually a better demonstration of it. So if I grab a tank, how about a veteran tiger? You go into the textures and you can see you can change the textures of them. So that's really handy if you want to suit your units to the environment. Not all of them have textures on, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so we've got them selected, we've done the squad. You want to go into here, go add, and you're just going to put player underscore squads and go squad underscore 1. There you go. And then basically go to the squad tab and go squad create, the name of the squad and the selector. So player, again, the general tag. It's very important. But if you have multiple squads, then you could probably give them a separate tag. So if you have 3 squads, you could probably give them a tag, feature that squad. So squad 1, then squad 2, squad 3, and you use that. You could put like player squad 1, player squad 2, player squad 3, just to categorize it even better. So now you can see the icon. There was heaps of these airborne icons. Now it's just one because now it's a squad. But there you go. That is set. Let's save it and then see if everything works. Yep. 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 Let's move him. Make sure that's working. That's working too. Really good. We know the officer one's working, so that's fine. We do have patrols going. I have patrols going. That's for the next tutorial, which are actually already recorded because I stuffed up the objectives one because of the audio. So I'm redoing this now. I'm not going to send my boy. I'm not going to send these guys in. I'm just going to blow everything up just to show you that everything works. Whoops. Otherwise, you know, there's quite a few Germans, and it does get, yeah. So, bang. That's completed. Also, I'll show you one more thing. With the objectives, you can see how if you select them, the writing gets darker. That means you've actually activated that objective. So if I want to activate that one, then you can see the arrows at the top changing. There's the arrow there. There's the arrow there. And obviously there's none because we just killed him. So there you go. And if we destroy these, and then again, I forgot to show you to succeed the engineers tab, the engineer tab, but that's okay. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Using the event. I totally forgot about that. There we go. So we'll just quickly show you. Oops, fucking hell. Objectives. So you're going to go to the secondary, the comp, and then you just want to put an event set there. And I guess we can, because that's 1.5, we'll just leave that at 2.5. And then if we go here, it's going to have the event, and it's just going to succeed. So if I show you again, real quick, you know, we destroyed it. Wait 2.5 seconds. There you go. So the ticks, ticks, ticks. Again, like you said, you can set up an extraction. You know, head over here to this junction here, whatever, and once you enter the zone, then they will complete it. So with that, I can show you another. Or I could show you. Yeah, I'll just show you real quick, guys. That way you guys know how to do it if you want to go and if you actually want to add an extraction zone to your missions, you know, after watching this video. I'll just show you right away. Okay, so basically we're going to have to set up another objective. So we're going to need a zone. So let's just call this zone underscore obj underscore 3 underscore zone. Let's call it complete. Alright, you can adjust this, don't worry about the size, because obviously you want to. You just grab the purple corners there, and I want to make it so it's looking at the right. Let's make it just there. You actually want to kind of remember where the zone is, so I just hover there, and then we want to put down a pointer right there, and we'll just call this obj underscore bloody hell obj underscore 3 underscore Yes. Now, oops, I forgot to add the pointer underscore. Now, basically, you do not want this task popping up as soon as the mission starts. Okay, you want this to pop up when the officer's been killed. Okay, that because the secondary objective you don't have to do them. All right, they're secondary. Primary objectives you have to do. So basically, to do that, right, we're gonna just add again. Let's go 3 and 3. Oh my god, just gonna delete that one. That's not a good one. 3, 3. Okay. Okay, so this is how you're gonna do it. Let's have a look here for a second. Yep. Okay. You're gonna have an event in here. You're gonna add another event, and it's gonna be obj underscore 03 underscore USA start. Okay. Again, naming conventions all up to you. And then you're going to have that where the officer completes. So here, there's the officer. This is the officer. You're going to have a event, pretty much. Simple. You have the correct event, and then let's just put it for, I don't know, what's that? 2.5 again. All right, and then we just start the progress again in scripting. So, oh, that's right. I haven't done the F9 task. So when you start doing a lot of tasks, yeah, it gets a lot. I've been up to like 14 tasks in one mission I've made, and it's mayhem. But yeah, that's why primary, hidden. That is the pointer description. So I guess I can show you this. You just go add obj underscore 3 and go move to LZ. I don't know. And then when you're gonna go, once you've done writing, you hit enter. You want to hit enter again, and then hit save. Okay, that otherwise the writing will be deleted if you don't do that. Okay, there we go. And now we just come back here, go number 3. I forgot to add the delay, so 1.5. And then just click on the delay, go Alt up arrow or down arrow. You can see, so if you ever make a mistake, you just do that. Saves you deleting them all and redoing them. That'd be annoying. That's new, so yeah. Then you're gonna go so obviously got the German here. We don't want that. Basically, you want a near command. And a near command, you go near to, so hang on, I'll go back. First we'll select the units and we go player. Okay. Now if you got any units that are dead, doesn't matter about that. We'll just go any units that are in there. So player, you can even set a state, but you know, player near to, and set there's no tag. It's a zone, remember. So then you put the zone. Distance, you can put how far it has to be. I put high precision. That way, that's good. We're just going to make it, and that completes, right? And then you can go here, add another delay of about 3 seconds. Add your fade. Add your game over. This time it's a win. Message, add win. Well done. Fail is obviously the same. Actually, probably don't even need to change that. That's actually all good. The only thing you have to is that fails. But if that task doesn't show, then it won't fail because it hasn't been shown. It won't has, so that's fine. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's what you do for that. So if we jump in, it shouldn't activate it or anything. All right. Now if we kill the officer. All right, hang on. Oh, I forgot to add something. Fuck me. You want to add the event for the engineer to complete, right? That's the whole point. That's why I did it. So you can complete, you just add an event. What did I do last time? I think 2.5 seconds. Whoops. Bella, be quiet, please. Sorry guys, my dog. I'm going to put that up before the delay there. I think 1.5. No, we'll just leave it at 2 actually. That way it doesn't take that long. And that way it will succeed either way. So you can kill it, and alright. And then what we're going to do is actually get rid of it over there because that's pretty stupid. So goodbye. Alright, so now if we click play, bang. Okay. So if we destroy the supply trucks, it's not going to succeed the other one. Okay. If we kill the officer, kill the German officer, and move to LZ. I'm just going to grab these guys. Well, the guys, not the just stick them there. Run them into the Move to LZ. There you go, guys. You can even have it further towards the fog. And there you go. Mission complete. So the fade's a bit too slow, so probably have it like 4. But there you go. That's that. So recap. You've learnt objectives and how to do multiple objectives, basic and advanced in some ways, as well as squads. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's gone on for a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. You know, any suggestions, put down in the description, in the comments, I should say. Like, comment, subscribe, it really helps, and I really do appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you learnt something in this tutorial. I obviously do. I still learn. I haven't played Men of War or touched Men of War in a couple of months now, so I'm starting to get back into it now that I've finished school. So yeah, have a go at it. Any problems, put it in the comments, and I'll try and help you out as best I can. So obviously, I've already filmed episode 4, which is patrols. This is episode 3. So the episode 5 would most likely be, I don't know, maybe alarm systems, basic alarms, and because with sneaky missions, you can have basic alarms and you have really advanced ones where if the enemy sees bodies, they get alarmed and they can go do all sorts of things. Like, if you want to play proper first-person stealth games, if they see an enemy body, then they're in, that's it. Or if bullets, even, if they hear gunshots, they'll go to the alarm. And sight if they see you as well. So that's probably the basic ones, sight. And then the rest are pretty advanced, especially the body one and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then you can do objectives where if you get spotted, one objective can be can't get spotted. You have to stay quiet. If you get spotted, then mission fail. So you can do that type of stuff. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.